And tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Boston Celtics. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. They've got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the three. And for Toronto, Jakob Poeltl out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Lowry in at the point. And the 2024 NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. RJ capturing banner number 18.
Yeah, the most titles in NBA history, breaking that tie that they had with the Lakers. And trust me, that one stings a little bit for them. Somehow they're going to have to make room for another one of those banners up in the rafters.
And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Here's Pritchard. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Lowry. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Pulls up for three. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornett. Outside, Brown. Unloads from 13. Yep, count it.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
From deep, Poeltl. And the three-pointer goes.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. A perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Pass to Brown. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, take flight, JB. This man is explosive.
Lowry, the pass to Dick. Let's go with a three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
That's tipped. Stolen by Lowry. Antetokounmpo with it. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Pritchard, no good.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Poeltl. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Toronto with another. And the combination of NBA basketball with the single elimination format. You know the anticipation here is sky high.
Oh, the Eastern semifinals of the NBA Cup knockout round. It's win or go home. So these two teams have come to play.
And Toronto calls time here. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Poeltl. Scotty Barnes comes in for Antetokounmpo. Abaji's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Monk in for Dick. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Boucher comes in for Jason Tatum.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. A 12-point game coming off that win against the Sixers.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense. Throw it down! Wow!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. There's AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Brown against Monk, who poked away. Pass to Brown. Now Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Abaji. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And Boston calls time here.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
It's time for your first set drill. Come on, everyone. Keep it up for the man.
Some changes for Toronto. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Lowry. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Brown's got his third bucket of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Fade away. Boston pulls it in. Last time they met in Boston.
And it was an entertaining game, but hard to win when you're inconsistent.
And a fast break now for the Raptors. Portis with it, and Looney picks him up defensively.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain. Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Monk for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Monk's got 6 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. And he makes it on the layup.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Raptors lead by 15. Monk for 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
This is a big reason why Monk is so important. It's his accuracy.
And here's Brown for 3. Drops in the 3. He's got 14.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Malik Monk has been leading the charge for Toronto. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter.
22. The Celtics, 24. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
There it is, the 3. And Barnes will play the 4. Malik Monk is out there with Dick. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Basket's good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Celtics trail by 18. And here's Tatum. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks ago with kind of his overall floor game.
And they're running. Here's Barrett. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Monk. Boucher's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Peterson. And as much as you love the back and forth of a 7-game series, Grant, this single elimination format brings some serious drama.
Yeah, that's something we've all loved in the college game. The NBA Cup tournament brings some of that energy to the NBA.
The moment Poeltl gets the ball around the hoop, he is so tough to stop.
Toronto shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. Toronto making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now here's Tatum, guarded by Dick. And again, Boston with the triple.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? It's an absolute bomb.
Barnes, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Raptors.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Pritchard in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Hauser passes to Tatum. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Outside Dick. The 3 is up. And the Raptors another 3.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc. We've just 1 in this half so far.
The 3. And Tatum is good for 3. Tatum's got 11.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Lowry. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Mikhailuk's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Boston making a switch here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And the basket by Mikhailuk.
Yeah, running the offense, just one of Lowry's many talents.
Celtics trail by 21. Here's Davison. To the left side wing. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And it's good for 2. Mikhailuk's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Shireman. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Celtics ball.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Boston calls timeout.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
And the Raptors with some changes. Bobby Portis has checked in for Pirtle. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Abaji subbed in for Dick. Pritchard gets it to go.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Raptors lead by 19. Antetokounmpo for 3. No good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Poke loose. Pass to Peterson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Man, good whistle there.
And this is the second ever semifinal night in NBA Cup history. Remind you of anything? It's got that college feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me of the college national semifinal doubleheader. You get that huge game feel, and you get 2 of them on the same day. It's really fun.
Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. And he gets the bucket. So it's Boston now. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. The ball's knocked loose. And now the Raptors on the break. Lowry, good. Lowry's got 10 points.
End to end, Kyle Lowry making an impact.
Brown looking around. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Pass to Portis. Launches a 3. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pritchard gets it to go.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lowry with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling up the box score.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Here's Tillman. Right side Brown. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. From the get-go, it was Toronto coming out strong. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions early. They came in ready to battle, building an 18-point advantage in that first quarter. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let your defense set up. So anytime you get a chance, go. You go. Kind of reminds me of me in the day. That's why they call me the Jet. Jack. Get down the court fast as you can. Come on, man.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. The deep ball is killing them. This is what happens when another team identifies your weakness. It just keeps hammering on it.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position.
Don't lose track of Brown. Dangerous all over the floor, but particularly that corner three.
That'll be a 5-second call. And now a moment for the 2K leaderboards. The top scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Raptors. Boston, 3rd.
Stacking up big point totals is something both of these teams do with ease. There'll be an interesting matchup with all of that offensive talent on the floor.
Pass to Pritchard. Blocked! Now Portis. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
And the Raptors with some changes. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Portis. And it's Monk in for Abaji. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cornett. And he banks in the layup. Cornett's got his first basket.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Monk passes to Poeltl. There's the triple. Tatum. Pulls it in. Celtics trail by 18. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get in. To these experiences, absorbing contact, staying focused. What a play by Poeltl.
Scotty Barnes checked in for Toronto. The Celtics also with a sub. Boucher's checked in for Cornett. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you. The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He could just blow by you so easy.
And that one's good. DeRozan.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It gets the bucket.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Pass to Dick. Barnes with it. Knocked away. It's Pirtle high post. Tatum's there. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. Toronto making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Looney comes in for Jason Tatum. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. That one misses for Pirtle. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
Here's Cada. And the shot goes down. Cada's got his first basket of the night. And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play. Monk passes to Pirtle. Unloads. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
And here's Brown for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
You got to tip your hat to him. He's doing all he can to keep them in the game. He still hasn't missed.
Pass to Barrett. Pulls up at the elbow. They get it again. And the basket by Monk. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And the Celtics call time here.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Some changes for Toronto. Portis, he's checked in for Pirtle. And Abaji subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in. 1:56 left in the 3rd quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Brown's got 32 points in the game.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Outside Barrett. This one for 3. Buries it from 3.
I love the back and forth. Barrett, I mean, he enjoys this kind of competition.
Brown drives in. And the jam by Brown.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Here's Portis for 3. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Portis has got 14.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Here's Brown. Another one falls for Boston.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Back to Barrett. Outside Barnes. Takes the 3. And the Raptors, another 3.
Yeah, what a shot. Barnes locked in, not letting the defense get to him.
Knocked loose. Hauser passes to Brown. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Barnes finds Barrett. And again, Toronto with a triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Keita. That one goes in. Keita's got his second basket of the game.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Here's Barrett. And it's Toronto with another. 5 ticks left in the third. Puts up a deep three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Toronto out in front, running away with this one. And coming up is... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Grady Dick out there with Kyle Lowry. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
Out to the wing. Fires the 3. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 8 assists here tonight. Right wing. Boucher, he's open. And it's Boston scoring again.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Lowry outside.
Celtics foul. Jaylen Brown. That's his first personal foul. Second team.
And he makes the first. Hurdles checked in for Barrett. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. So he gets them both. Here's Pritchard. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Tipped away. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip. But he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
The 3. Pritchard gets it to go.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
To the left wing. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to DeRozan. Jacks up a 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The Celtics have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Now here's Pirtle, driving to the basket, and the dunk by Pirtle.
With those long strides, it doesn't take Jakob long to get where the big man wants to go.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Lowry. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Pritchard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Releases. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And here's Tatum to the wing, right side. Cornette passes to Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
The 3 from DeRozan. Boston pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
And some changes here for the Raptors. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Mikhailuk comes in for Dick. And Malik Monk subbed in for Lowry. Tillman's checked in for Boston. Peterson comes in for Tatum. Barrett passes to Antetokounmpo. Fires from deep. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Pass to Tillman. 1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. And the basket is good.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Mikhailuk, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Mikhailuk. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Monk. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyle Lowry.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
Pass to Tillman, to the wing on the left. Here's Hauser. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Hauser. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. And the Raptors another 3.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Really left him alone that time.
Pritchard for 3.
Here's Antetokounmpo. For 3. And the basket by Mikhailuk.
Defensively, if you let him get in rhythm, you're digging your own grave.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Giannis, you had a big lead going into the break. You guys never let up. What did Coach tell you at the half?
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.